So I only have like, I need to take last week's vlog off this phone. I don't have a lot of room on here, but today is Saturday, and we got a letter in the mail yesterday saying that Steven didn't get that job, so something has to give, okay? Like, I don't know what him or I did in a past life that was so terrible that we deserve what's happening right now. So I'm trying to stay positive, but it's really freaking hard when all this stuff just keeps piling up, and we needed this. Like, we needed this so bad. We were looking all last night. We applied for a bunch more jobs on Indeed. There was one that looked promising, and then I realized that it had been uploaded more than a month ago, and the place like went out of business, so that's a friggin' dud. What we're doing now is just trying to apply for everything we can find that's like, that his resume matches with, that's like decent pay, because his dad's coming down tomorrow, which is Sunday. He doesn't usually come on Sundays. He's taking Monday off, so we're like, maybe he's gonna say that she's going to a nursing home and that's why he's gonna be here on a weekday, because you can't do that crap on weekends. That's why I always get so aggravated with him that he only comes down on weekends, because he can't research or get anything done. So we don't know. Like, his dad might come down and tell him, I'm gonna put her in a nursing home and you need to take the first job that hires you. I don't think he's gonna like say that we're being kicked out. I think that was a heat of the moment thing. He kind of feels bad about it now. Not that I forgive him for that, because that was ridiculous, but still. And then the hospital called us at 10 o'clock last night, and I was like, oh boy, what's going on? She has a gigantic blood blister on her arm, because she's on 3 different blood thinners now. They found 2 blood clots in her legs and then the one in her lung, and they think that one of the ones from the legs went to the lung. Like, it didn't just form in her lung, it traveled there. So now they're like super worried about the ones that are in her legs traveling to her brain or something, or her heart. She already has the aortic aneurysm going on, and so they've got her on all these blood thinners. So her arms are like black and blue all the way down, and she has this gigantic, it's like the size of a baseball sized blood blister, and they haven't drained it yet. I don't know what they're waiting for, but they called, like, the doctor on call that came in for the night called Steven and was like, has she had this blood blister since she's been in here? And he's like, no, that just happened yesterday, because she did not have that when she went into the hospital. So he was trying to explain that. I don't know what is with this hospital and why they can't communicate with each other, but you would think that someone would have written that in her file, that, hey, a giant blood blister popped up today. I don't know what they're doing there. I hope I never have to go to that hospital for anything, because holy crap. What else? I think that's it. They're gonna put her on antibiotics again, the IV ones, so she's gonna be there for a while again. Hey guys, I just woke up a little while ago, hence the no makeup and everything. I'm not even gonna like get ready today because I'm not doing anything. Steven went for he left for his Boston appointment a little while ago. His dad just left because he was here yesterday. And Aiden's not having his ABA today because the lady that comes, her car is broken. There's something wrong with her car, so today is a production day for me. I have to make a whole bunch of these half black, half orange eyeshadows for a Michael Myers Halloween box that we're doing. So this is going to take up the majority of my day. I have so many things planned for Halloween for the shop, and I want to kind of knock these out so that I can work on my own stuff. Well, I mean, this is my own stuff, but this is for somebody else's box. Um, um, I guess they went to visit her yesterday. Well, actually, let me back up a little bit while I'm talking about this, because for a couple days the drug addict aunt was calling and like not leaving a message or anything, just calling, so I wasn't gonna answer it. She didn't leave a message. Figured she must want something or need money because that's the only time she ever calls. So I guess she got pissed off and she texted his dad yesterday or the day before or something. It must have been yesterday. Saying what the hell's going on, why is Ma not picking up the phone, which clearly she doesn't understand the lady's, what is the word I'm looking for? Her, how deteriorated her health is, because she's been bedridden. She cannot get up and answer the phone. She never really answered the phone before anyway, because she can't freaking hear when she talks on the phone anymore. So I guess he told her she's been in the hospital and stuff, and then he had to tell the other aunt, like the bitchy, make everything about me aunt. So when they visited her last night, the bitchy aunt was there. The drug addict one is not going to go visit her. I explain this all the time, but she doesn't have a license, and she has to get someone to take her everywhere because she doesn't have a car that she's illegally driving anymore. So she knows that if she gets dropped off at the hospital, she's going to be stranded there because all her drug addict buddies won't pick her up. That's what happened the last time she got dropped off here. She couldn't find anyone to friggin' pick her up. Anyway, she was there when they got there, and she caused a scene. She said to his dad, "I want to be notified whenever Ma goes to the hospital, or Mother goes to the hospital." She talks like that, like an idiot. Everything is mother and sister and brother. She doesn't use people's names. So she was like, "I notified you every goddamn time," which I don't even know what she means about that, because, like, we're the ones that friggin' know when she goes to the hospital and stuff. And then she stormed out. And then I guess Steven said, one of the nurses was like, "Whoa, you have some family tension, huh?" He's like, "You have no idea." So petty and ridiculous. Like, your mother is on her deathbed and you're being nothing but a freaking bitch and making it about yourself. Like, when it comes to stuff like this, I get so aggravated with his family, because I just think of, like, I lost my mom so unexpectedly. She just had a heart attack and died on us one day. And, like, I can't even imagine her being super old like this and going through this with my brother and, like, having us hate each other and not want to speak or, like, let each other know what's going on with our mom and stuff. Stuff like this makes me appreciate that my mom went the way that she did, because I would have to see her suffering like this and everything and in pain constantly. So I'm kind of grateful that she went the way that she did and just all of a sudden like that. Obviously, like, I don't mean about, it doesn't make me worry about, like, that my brother and I would have done this to each other at the end of her life, because we've had little spats and stuff, but as adults, I don't think we've fought once. We have arguments every now and then, but I mean, what siblings don't? I've never, like, fought with my brother so much as adults that we don't speak to each other, or, "Oh, I'm not gonna talk to you for a year because you did me wrong." Like, what the hell? I don't know. I question a lot of things about his family sometimes. And I know my brother-in-law watches these, so I don't mean you, Andrew. I just mean, oh, my alarm is going off. I just mean, Grandma and her children. So, I just got off the phone with Steven because he's still at the place in Boston, and I'm gonna start crying. I don't know why nothing can ever go right. Like, oh, I didn't want to do this on camera. They're saying that his neck is so bad that he needs to have surgery this Friday. Ugh. It is something about, like, they're gonna take bone from his hip and fuse it to his neck. And, like, I don't know what we're gonna do now. Sorry, the stupid phone rang and then it shut off my phone because of the stupid app from Comcast. It's the hospital calling, leaving a message for his grandmother. I'm like, she's in your frigging hospital right now. What is wrong with these people? Thankfully, the place that he's having this done at is in Boston, and it's not this fuck up of a place. Anyway, the healing period is like 3 months or something like that, and they said, like, he absolutely can't take care of his grandmother anymore because he can't be lifting stuff. And, like, I've already explained, like, the jobs he's used to is manual labor and lifting stuff and everything, so I don't know. I'm gonna start looking for jobs, and I'll just be the one that works, because I don't know what else to do. We're not gonna have money coming in other than the stuff from my business. I'm just, like, I'm friggin' worried about this now, because it's 4 days away now, and friggin' I don't know what to do. He's gonna be like, he's never had surgery before, and he's a friggin' smoker, and I know they always say that you can have complications when you're a friggin' smoker and you have surgery. Nothing can ever go right. It's like, you get good news for a minute, and then it's like, hit you in the frickin' face with a bunch of bad news all at once. Like, I was so... Now I guess it's a good thing that he didn't get this job, because he would have had to he would have had to turn it down. Ugh. Whoa. So today is Wednesday. I kind of took a day to process stuff. I didn't film anything yesterday. I made a whole bunch of bath bombs. These aren't done yet, but these are for Halloween, hence why they're orange, but they smell so good. They're gonna be donuts. So, I don't know, the last clip that you saw was just me letting everything boil over, I guess, because I tend to keep my emotions inside a lot, and then him telling me that he needed surgery, like, in a few days just made everything come to a head. So he's having his surgery on Friday. They sent him to get blood pressure medication because his blood pressure was too high and they didn't like it. But I guess, like, the silver lining of this is that his grandma's not coming home now. The bad part is he's not going to be able to work, so now we're going to have to figure stuff out, because, like, I'm either going to have to start looking for a job or really hustle with my business to make it give us more income than what it has been, because it's been pretty good and decent, but, like, it's not going to pay every bill that we have, so I have to figure out some marketing techniques when it comes to that, but we're just gonna have to take this, like, a day at a time and see how it works out, because he's gonna have to freaking go on short-term disability or something, because 3 months is the, like, minimum recovery time. He has to wear the neck brace for 6 weeks, so, like, he's not going to be able to go to job interviews in a neck brace and be like, hey, hire me, I got something wrong with my neck. So I'm just hoping everything works out. We'll figure it out. Like maybe once Aiden starts school, then I'll be able to look for a job. I was considering anyway applying at Spirit Halloween for like part-time, because then it's only like for a couple months, but I don't think they're putting Spirit Halloween where they usually put it, because it's usually near Kohl's. It's between Kohl's and Target in the plaza that it's in, and they're usually like setting it up by now and you can see it through the windows obviously, and there was nothing in there. So I don't know. I don't know if, like, I would prefer to work at that one and not have to drive to go. I don't know if they're gonna put one in the mall or what, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. I'm in a better mind frame today, so it's just really hot again. Like, I just caved and turned on the air conditioner. We haven't had it on for 2 days, and not that it helps up here because there's still something friggin' wrong with it, but yeah, I'm trying to cool off the house because Eden's having his ABA in about a half an hour here, so I'm waiting for her to come. And I gotta finish up these bath bombs. I gotta finish a bunch of other stuff that I'm doing before I can make more Halloween stuff, which is what I really want to do this week, is bang out a whole bunch of Halloween bath and body stuff so that I have it, and then I can work on the palette that I'm doing for Halloween, which I haven't announced what it is yet, but it's gonna be exciting, I promise. And that's it for now, so I will talk to you guys later and update you. Steven just went to visit his grandma. He's actually going to tell her that she's not able to come home because he's going to have surgery and can't take care of her, so we'll see how that goes. Not that she's going to remember it tomorrow anyways. She had some kind of procedure the other night where they put like a filter thing. He didn't really explain it to me, but it's something to stop any more blood clots from getting to her lungs. So I don't know. That went well apparently, but now she has some sort of internal bleeding and they don't know where it's coming from. So it's just one thing after another, and it's better off if she's in a place like that, like we've been saying. It's better off if she's in a professional facility, because literally now every time she comes home she's in the hospital within a week again. So it's just not, it's better for everybody if she's just somewhere where people can watch her 24/7 and take care of her. So I'm gonna shut up now. I will go do the rest of the crap I have to do today, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. So today is Friday. I haven't really vlogged much this week, but I just dropped Steven off in Boston. I'm like shitting myself having to friggin' navigate out of there by myself. It wasn't too bad. I hate all the stupid one-way streets. So thankfully there wasn't a bunch of one-way streets near where we had to go. But it's like I get so much anxiety about driving where I don't know where I'm going, and like all the lane switching and stuff, because like in where we had to go, it's like, okay, get on the take this exit, and then you gotta pass through 4 lanes of traffic to hurry up and take that exit on the left, and then when you get on Mass Ave you gotta cross over like 3 lanes of traffic to make sure you take that right to get to the hospital. So we just figured that it was easier for me to drop him off because he's gonna stay overnight anyway, which I really didn't like doing. Like, I don't like not waiting there, but with Aiden and stuff, and him being having to sit still in a waiting room for so many hours, it's just easier to drop him off and like have someone call me when he's done to let me know how it went and everything. And then I gotta go back get him tomorrow, and we don't know what time or anything. And on a Saturday, going there is gonna be even worse traffic than. I was pleasantly surprised that there wasn't too much traffic today. But so Steven's dad came down yesterday, which was surprising. I guess he's taking some vacation time. He's trying to get power of attorney today. Like, that's what he's figuring out, which I've said a million times should have been done a long time ago, so that this is like literal last minute shit, which I knew is what was going to happen, because he's got to take control of her finances and stuff and figure everything out for the nursing home. But, like, the way everybody's talking about it, they're calling it, like, going to the nursing home for respite, which is making it sound like, oh, they intend to send her home once Steven can take care of her again. He's not going to be able to. They said, like, no lifting at all for a job anymore, which is, like, this is going to be hard to actually find a job now, because as I've stated many times, all his skill set is in, like, heavy machinery and manual labor and heavy lifting and stuff, and friggin', this is like starting from scratch. He was talking about, and like some of the jobs that we were looking for, require licenses and stuff, like wastewater treatment. I don't really know what that entails, but it pays really well. But you have to have a license to do so. So like, I'm gonna look into that for him, like how much the classes are and how much it costs to get the license and everything. And see about that, because if it's not like super physical labor, then that's something he can do once he heals. I'm already shot today, and it's only 10:15. He had to be there for 11, and I'm already home. I got him there at like 10:15. All he was doing was complaining that he was hungry because he couldn't eat after midnight, obviously. And I'm like, you are the only person I know who would want like a full course breakfast before having to go in for surgery. Like, he's more excited about it than anything because he's not going to be in pain anymore, I hope. But he's been, like, hurting for so long now. I'm like a nervous wreck. I'm more nervous about the surgeries that it didn't even bother me that much having to drive there. I'm usually a friggin' wreck when I have to drive to Boston. It's okay when somebody's with me that can help me navigate, because I can get lost even with a friggin' GPS. But like, I have Aiden, but he can't help me navigate, so all the times you've seen me drive to Boston have been with Ashley, so she was in the car with me and it wasn't as bad. But when I'm having to navigate by myself, oh man, it's like panic attacks. Like, even I dropped him off in front of the building and then I took a wrong turn because I was in the right turn only lane and I had to turn right. But luckily it just like took me behind a building and popped me back out on the same street. I know, Nate, I'm tired. I slept okay last night, considering. I didn't think I was gonna get any sleep, but like I kept waking up because I knew I had to be up for a specific time, and other than like our school routine, which I was used to, when I know I have something important to do the next day, I keep waking up thinking my alarm's not gonna go off. Just a quick update. It's almost 2:30 now, and Steven just texted me that he hasn't even gone in for surgery yet. So here I've been worrying all day, and he hasn't even had the surgery yet. Like, I am freaking exhausted just from the stress and the worrying, and oh my god. And when I say I cannot wait for today and tomorrow to be over so that he can come home, fucking hate this. So, I don't know where his dad went. He's been gone all day. He came back, for a few minutes and did something, and then he went out again, and he hasn't been home. I think my brother's gonna come visit when he gets out of work in a little while, so, he'll be here, and I'm just, like, I just made a shit ton of bath bombs because I'm trying to keep my mind off things. I'm trying to keep busy. But now, like, I finished my work, and now I've got, like, I've got to sit here and friggin' find something else to do. I cleaned. I did a whole bunch of housework. I don't know what else to do, so I just wanted to check in and update. I'll check in again after. I'm in my brother's car right now because we came to get Taco Bell. the day I've had, it is 9 o'clock right now, okay? I kept trying to call the hospital to find out what was going on. The operator didn't know crap, except he was still in the OR at like, he was just going in at 3. It was supposed to be at 1 o'clock. And he texted me and told me at 3 o'clock he was going in. And then at 6 o'clock, I still hadn't heard anything, so I called and I'm like, I'm trying to check on my husband. He was only supposed to be in surgery for an hour at 1 o'clock. What's going on? And then somebody told me, oh, they're just finishing up. The doctor should call you within a half an hour. So that was at 6 o'clock. At 7:30, I still hadn't heard anything, so I'm freaking out. I am so exhausted from stressing out all day. I finally called again. Freaking called again, and my friend Alex, who is an EMT, not there but somewhere else, told me to just ask for recovery because they said he was coming out anyway. So I got to talk to a nurse, and then she told me, oh, he's here, we're wheeling him up to his room now. So hopefully I'll hear from him soon, because now that was like an hour ago again. So I'm so ready to sleep tonight after I hear from him and know that he's doing okay. Like, the surgery was supposed to be an hour and lasted 3 hours, so I was freaking out and having a fit, and like, oh my god, I can't. Today, this year needs to be over. Like, 2016 was a shit year for us when Steven got his Lyme disease and everything. This year has already topped that, and it's still got 3 months left. So I just figured I would check in. My brother insisted on going in to get the food instead of going through the damn drive-thru for some reason. But I'll talk to you guys tomorrow and let you know if I talked to Steven. Hopefully I did, because, oh, it's 8:30, not 9 o'clock. Close enough. But I'll talk to you guys tomorrow and I'll update you on everything. So, bye-bye for now. So just to update before I leave, because I already did my makeup and my eyes are watering like crazy today and messing everything all up. But I heard from Steven at like just before 11 o'clock last night. My brother was just about to leave because I was exhausted and ready to go to bed. But he called me and I guess he was still like obviously waking up from the aftermath and everything, and he wanted me to go get him last night, which I guess apparently if he fought hard enough they would have let him, but I was like, I am so tired, it's dangerous for me to be driving right now, and Aiden was already sound asleep, and I was under the impression that he was staying there overnight, so I was not prepared to go get him and everything. And then he got pissed off. So I didn't really hold it against him because he was just waking up, well, just getting out of surgery and everything, and hadn't been awake for that long and was still on medications and everything, so that was that. And then he called this morning and apologized, and I was like, I knew you were still out of it, so he said they're aiming for 10 o'clock this morning, so I went to bed relatively early for me, and I'm still super tired. What else was I gonna say? I think it's like 8:30 right now, so by 10 o'clock, he should call me to start making my way out there. I'm stopped on the side of the highway now, which this is gonna be fun trying to get back on the highway with nobody fucking letting me go. I have such road rage right now. I cannot tell you how many times I fucking hate Boston. There was an accident or something that caused like a 40-minute delay, and like every time you had to move lanes, nobody would let me go. So I was just like, fuck you, I'm going. You're gonna hit me if you keep going. Now Aiden really had to pee, so he's peeing on the side of the road. There's nowhere to go right here, so I'll let Steven talk to you a bit when he comes back in. Aiden had to pee real bad, so he's over there going. I'm about to go squat and do it too, because we were stuck in traffic for so long, but I'm never going to be able to get back onto the fucking road now.